Them dirty engines meant to rob me. They ain't get all of it. Y'all can have it.
I mean, damn near perfect, and you're saying we ain't welcome.
No, I'm saying you get down that road, you get back into town.
Smoke! It's not what it looks like. We're gonna kill every last one of you.
What if one night of music, dreams, and defiance turned into a bloody battle for survival? What if chasing your future meant confronting literal demons of the past? Let's dive into a haunting tale of brotherhood, ambition, betrayal, and vampires in a story you'll never forget. The film opens on a chilling note. A boy named Sammy stumbles into a church, his shirt soaked in blood, clutching a shattered guitar. We're instantly pulled into his trauma as his father, Pastor Jedediah, drops to his knees, praying desperately. But is he praying for his son or for his sins? What do you think happened to Sammy before he came to the church? Would you still believe in salvation after a night like that? Rewind to the day before. Sammy's just a young dreamer working the cotton fields, eyes full of hope, wishing for a better life. A life far from the dirt and dust of Mississippi. Enter two brothers, Smoke and Stack, back in Clarksdale after years in Chicago. They've made money doing dirty work for the mob and now want to build something of their own. A juke joint, a lively escape from pain. They strike a deal with a shady landowner, Hogwood, and begin preparations. Despite warnings about the clan, they visit Jedediah, inviting Sammy to perform at the club. His father disapproves, but Sammy can't resist the chance, his dreams calling. Would you disobey your family for your passion? On the way, the brothers reminisce about Chicago. Sammy hopes for tales of a better world, but hears only bitter truths. Chicago's just Mississippi with taller buildings, Stack says. Dreams crushed, or just delayed. They collect stolen beer and wine, hide their sins behind charm, and split up to prepare. Stack takes Sammy to recruit musicians, while Smoke gets supplies, and visits someone from his past. As Stack and Sammy drive, Sammy strums his guitar, pure magic. Stack, impressed, opens up about a dark childhood, abuse, pain, a father he buried with his own hands. How far would you go to protect someone you love? They recruit a local musician, Delta Slim, and Sammy invites a captivating married woman named Pearl. There's tension, old flames, new connections, and hidden scars. Meanwhile, Smoke makes deals with Chinese grocers, visits his ex-lover Annie, and reconnects with deep-rooted feelings. She resists at first, but finally agrees to help at the bar, touched by his vulnerability. Elsewhere, a mysterious man named Remick seeks shelter from the sun. What happens next? A greedy couple takes him in, only to be turned into monsters. Yes, vampires. The night is coming, and so is the real horror. As the juke joint roars to life, people pour in. Music, dancing, and hope in the air. Sammy performs and the crowd is spellbound. His song feels eternal, his dreams within reach. But then, they arrive. Remick and his vampire crew, Bert and Joan, show up, asking to enter. Smoke denies them, knowing that unless invited, they can't step inside. That one rule stands between life and death. Inside, Pearl and Sammy share a passionate moment, but outside, danger grows. Smoke confesses to Stack, money's running out. The club was their last shot. Stack turns to Mary for help. In desperation, she approaches Remick, only to be turned into a vampire. She returns to the club and seduces Stack. In a tragic twist, she kills him, feeding on his neck. Smoke discovers the horror too late. Mary survives the bullets. She laughs, threatening the lives of everyone inside. Would you stand and fight evil or run to survive another day? The juke joint becomes a fortress. Cornbread, Slim, Annie, all brace for the incoming bloodbath, but one by one they fall. Cornbread is tricked. Grace's husband turns and threatens their child. Panic rises. Inside, Sammy's heart breaks. Outside, Remick reveals his true interest, Sammy. Not for his blood, but his music. He believes Sammy can connect him to something long lost. Smoke and Annie prepare for war. Garlic, wood, silver. It's all they have. The night becomes unbearable. Grace breaks. Pearl is taken. Annie is bitten and begs Smoke to end her. He does, with tears and resolve. Slim sacrifices himself so Smoke and Sammy can escape, but Remick and Vampire Stack block their path. The brothers fight, one human, one monster. In the fight at the water, Sammy smashes his guitar over Remic's head, embedding a silver shard, and all vampires scream in agony, connected by some dark bond. But Remic managed to grab Sammy's neck again, and when he tried to reach his neck with his teeth. This moment, Smoke stabs Remic from behind with wooden stick, and Remic start bleeding same time. The sun rises and flames begin to burn the monsters. The nightmare ends in that way. Smoke gives Sammy the car, and one last order: run. But Hogwood and his clan show up, seeking revenge. Smoke, wounded but defiant, arms himself with a hidden machine gun. He wipes them out, but takes a fatal shot. In his last moments, he sees Annie and their daughter, his final piece. Back at the church, Sammy returns, bloodied and broken. His father demands he give up the blues. Sammy doesn't respond. He leaves. Years pass. In 1992, we find him in Chicago, a legend in the blues world. An old man now, he receives a visit from a familiar face, Stack, still a vampire, still watching. Stack offers immortality. Sammy declines. Instead, he picks up his restored guitar. One last song, for old times' sake. Would you trade death for eternal life? If it meant losing your soul? Sammy plays. Stack listens. And for a moment, they're just boys again. Before the blood, before the war, before the vampires. This story wasn't just about monsters. It was about pain, passion, music, and finding light in the darkest night. If you were Sammy, what would you have done? Would you have walked away? Or picked up your guitar and fought for your dream? Let us know in the comments. And if you felt the rhythm of this tale in your soul, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and like the video. We've got more unforgettable stories coming your way.